How's it going, wrestling peoples? You ready for another podcast? The Reverend Funk is in the fucking house, finally. I'm going to turn it over to my man right now, the Macho Man. And of course...
Ooh, yeah! And crush your bones, Jones, baby! Ooh, yeah! Ooh, yeah! Now,
Calm down there. You're acting like we had a damn good night of wrestling last night.
Ooh, yeah, we did,
And we
baby.
did.
Ooh, yeah! Oh my God, Netflix and Raw, holy fucking shit. Can we just get a fucking Jesus Christ way to come out fucking swinging, guys. All right. Let's start this shit off the way that the show started. Let's talk about the opening, the Triple H intro. Let's go. Thoughts, prayers. What did everybody think on this?
Shit brought a tear to my eye.
It did too.
I'm always happy to see the game.
Yep.
Time to play the game.
Dude, when that damn curtain dropped around the ring, that was epic.
Oh, dude, that was so beautiful. Like, I cried, dude. I cried. Like, I saw it earlier in the day on Instagram.
I hadn't seen anything.
Dude, I saw it like a couple hours before the show, and I was like, oh man, this is so pretty. I hope they do something with this. And of course, I was right. You know, they brought it out. That's the way they started the show. I think that was an absolutely beautiful way to start this era, if you will. You know, this Netflix era of wrestling. So, all right. So we have it is a new era. It is a new era. So, with that being said, we brought it back to the old people's champion. The Rock came out and gave probably the weirdest promo I have ever seen, ever.
It's like they turned him face Rock overnight, and it was just bizarre to me. But
it was real weird because, like, dude, what? All right, so what was that?
Dwayne
Bad
can
blood
do
when
that,
he can't.
Yeah, Dwayne can do that.
He can do that.
He has such control over that crowd.
But the thing is, though, it's like, dude, what was up with at Bad Blood?
Yeah,
who knows? Dwayne gets
something may
cryptic.
still pop up in the future, but
I mean, do you think that we'll see? Do you think that from that we will see a Roman versus Rock at WrestleMania, or do you think that is now null and void?
I don't think it'll ever be null and void. They want to do that. They've wanted to do that at Mania for the last couple years. So sooner or later, we're going to see them two boys fucking throw down. And that's two big hosses getting at it, too.
Yeah.
It is true.
Speaking of Roman Reigns, put him up.
Oh, dude. Fucking right, dude. The solo Roman fight. What a fucking match this was, dude. I really enjoyed the fact that, you know, they had the announcer come out. What was her name? Alicia Taylor, is that her name?
Oh yeah, chick looking like Goku. Yeah.
She comes out and announces it, and Paul Heyman's like, Give me that mic. Like he's like, ladies and gentlemen, I am Paul Heyman, and he announces Roman in, and it was beautiful, just the way that it was constructed. That fight, you know, we got the Bloodline 2.0. We had the Jacob Fatu, who I hope that after this fight becomes a solo wrestler and dominates. I want a Braun Breaker versus Jacob Fatu battle so fucking bad now. Like, I want it.
It's not gonna happen yet, but it would be cool. He's badass, but
that would be a great match.
That would be a great match.
Be killing.
Fuck shit up.
That would be great.
They'd fuck shit up, man. And then we also had the odd Kevin Owens coming out and Cody Rhodes, which, like, I get why they did it. You know what I mean? But it was like, they don't, like, you don't need to be there. You're not involved.
Oh no, there were so many run-ins in that match. I was expecting a popcorn vendor to come out and do something.
That's fair. That is fair.
It was legit.
And then that also brings me to the topic of, there was a point in the match where I believe it was Roman or Sol, one of the two, was trying to throw the other one through the new table. With the new table, do you think
that thing didn't give at all?
No, dude, I think that we're gonna see some serious injuries come out from that new announced table.
It took multiple smashes throughout the night as well, and it didn't.
Seth hurt his knee, Pedigree and Punk on that table last night.
Yeah, and it didn't break. So I mean, I don't know if that's like
they're tired of putting that shit back together, man. Every other match.
Yeah, that's fair. Also, too, let's bring this up: the fucking quality.
Yeah, I was about to say, did y'all notice the difference in the quality last night?
Dude. Oh my god, dude. Like the
audio,
quality,
the visual, everything.
It surpassed what we're used to as wrestling fans. You know what I mean? It's like it's gonna be hard for me to watch SmackDown now and get like excited. You know what I mean? Like after seeing Tiffany Stratton in 4K, I could give a fuck less about her on USA. I'm just saying, brother. You know?
Oh shit! No. Even when Solo had Roman down in the corner and he was shit talking him, and it was like so much more clear, and it added so much to the story going on. It was just like, oh, this is amazing.
I also heard a lot of people from that actually went to the show itself. They were saying that where they were sitting at, because Netflix is adding so many more cameras and things like that, that there are certain seats that are now being blocked by a camera arm or things of that nature. So, I mean, realistically, if you're not trying to get front row seats to a wrestling show, you're not going to get what you're fucking paying for, to be honest. Because it's like, dude, you know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. You can get the cheap sheets. You'll have a good time. But ideally, you want to be up front. You know, that's the thing.
Green shirt guy was there.
Green shirt guy was there. I don't know what his name is, but he is the true champion of the WWE. All right. He has been at
every live event for probably 25 years now.
Yeah, it's like what's he do? He's got to be connected somewhere.
He has to. I feel like at this point, I feel like the first year he did it, they probably noticed him and they were like, this dude just keeps showing up. Like, what the fuck? What's going on here? But I mean, if he's been doing that for so long, I imagine that he's probably like the first person that they're like, hey, you want a ticket to this? Because I don't think he goes to like Saudi Arabia and shit. I don't think he goes to like across.
No, he doesn't. He stays here in the States. But I've noticed that guy is. I believe he works for Dave Meltzer in the Wrestling Observer.
Okay,
that's why he's at every show. You know, because I mean, what other reason? Who has that much time and money?
Yeah,
to just go to every freaking show, every SmackDown, every premium live event.
I mean, dude, can you imagine though?
And be right there on the front freaking row.
Every time, every time, dude.
We've been watching wrestling since birth. That's a long damn time. For anybody in the studio who doesn't know, I've been watching wrestling since 1979.
That's
how old are you, Mr. Funk?
Reverend Funk is 47 years of age. Will be 48 this year.
So I've turned 45 this year, so
right on.
I'm 31. Fuck yeah,
I remember it like mid 80s.
That's why you're holding gold and I'm in retirement.
Yeah, baby. Undisputed champion, baby. Also, too, after the match, after this crazy battle that we get, you know, Roman finally hits him with the spear. The you know.
The crowd was hyped for that.
The crowd was hyped. Crowd was super hyped. The pop was real. Right after the match, though, The Rock comes in, and we're all left a little confused. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, I was just waiting, dude. I was just waiting.
I was waiting for him to like hand him the Ula Fala and just kick him in the nuts and just like stunner him or something.
Yeah,
I don't know, hit him with the people's elbow, or you know what I mean? Like, but he didn't. He was very respectful. And apparently The Rock will be on NXT this evening. I don't watch NXT, but I probably should start.
I never watch it. I just look at the highlights the next day.
Yeah, I'm kind of guilty of that too when it comes to that. They can do that recap on YouTube. I just okay, what happened?
Yep.
Who are they pushing now? what people here do I need to pay attention to, so when they come to the main roster, I'm not completely blind as who the hell is this guy?
Yeah.
Who are they going to bring up and bury?
So, gentlemen, my favorite moment of the night, I cannot lie, and it's going to be a little weird for Justin to hear, was when Hulk Hogan came out.
Oh, and they booed the shit out of him?
Because the crowd fucking just booed him right out of the fucking building.
I'm so glad everyone's on the same page here, man. I was like, where are we going with this? Fuck Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, no, dude. Hogan.
Yes.
I will say this. Hulk Hogan, love or hate him, you have to give him credit. You have to give him credit for WrestleMania 3.
No, I don't.
WrestleMania 3 is the biggest WrestleMania that's ever fucking happened. Period. I don't.
Right. He's shitting his pants the entire match, scared out of his fucking mind because he knows if Andre didn't want him to win, he wasn't going to.
Well, that as it may, the Hulkster did win. I'm not a huge Hulk Hogan guy. Like, I'm not. I'm a Macho Man, Roddy Piper. Like, those guys are
Macho Man, bro.
Macho Man is the shit. All right, he is the guy. He was the fucking dude. Okay, I don't care what anybody says. Seth Rollins is the modern day Macho Man, and that's why I fucking love him. Okay, that's that. Getting back on track here, though. All right. After that, we had
fuck Hulk Hogan.
Fuck Hulk Hogan.
Fuck Hulk Hogan.
Imagine being a kid in the 80s and hating Hulk Hogan. Like, I was a little kid in the 80s, and every time everybody's like, "Oh, Hogan's the best." I'm like, that guy sucks.
I didn't like him then either, dude. I loved it when Ultimate Warrior whipped his fucking ass finally.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck you, Hogan. Get out of here.
That was one of the worst WrestleMania main events I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, it was terrible match.
All of them.
Terrible
that
match,
was
dude.
Bad.
They didn't even really do it.
This podcast.
Hogan being Hogan. A warrior wins and he has his moment. Hogan has to hand him the title himself just so he can still stay in that fucking spotlight.
Yep.
Let me tell you something, brother. Hulk Hogan, this podcast is brought to you by Gas Station Boner Pills, and it is brought to you by Fuck Hulk Hogan.
Fuck Hulk Hogan, dude.
That is it. Fuck Hulk Hogan.
All right. So,
can we get the Hulk Hogan's in the chat?
Hulk Hogan, go fuck yourself. Anyway, moving on. We had the beginning of the end for Mr. John Cena. Comes out, has the music hit one last time, hits us with the towel, throws it to the crowd, has a new fucking shirt. And
of course, there's a new shirt.
Yeah, I also too, to come back, but sorry, I should have fucking said this before. In that break though, from The Rock to John Cena, Netflix and WWE did something kind of fucking cool. During one of the ads, they had basically like not a promo, but like I forget what the guy's name is. Pinto, the new
Penta.
yeah,
Penta
that dude. Like, in the ads, his logo like showed up, and I was like, oh shit, it's like back on. And then it went back to going to ads, and I'm like, oh man, that little bit of tidbit, like just that little bit gave me so much hope for like the Wyatt 6 and like just random shit. You know what I mean? Like that is so cool. If they can integrate that in with the ads, hell yeah. You know?
Well, there's a couple things I noticed. Like we still got our commercial breaks. Like it would fade to black and then come right back.
Like
we're used to it, I guess. Mm-hmm. Yeah, black.
See, back to I actually had ads. That's the thing. Like mine actually had ads.
I didn't. Mine will go to commercial.
Your Netflix, buddy.
You just pop right back.
Well, you know,
I didn't see any ads last night. I saw the Penta thing, but that's just because it was wrestling. I didn't see any like commercials or nothing.
I did.
Any kind of ad I saw had to do with wrestling.
I had a couple ads. The one ad I'm very tired of fucking seeing. Otis with Chad Gable.
Yeah, you said that to me last night, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah, dude. I said, when I was watching it, there were ads playing because I was live, dude. I didn't pause. I was with it. I was on it like a minute before it started, and I stayed on it the entire time. You know, took breaks, whatever.
Well, maybe that might have been the difference because by the time I got home, Justin, it was my son's 21st birthday yesterday, so we were at the bar.
Yeah.
And by the time I got home and turned it on, like it was 5 minutes before they went off air.
Yeah. I mean, I know Justin was like pausing and shit too. That's at least what he was telling me. So maybe just because I was live, that's what it is. So I mean,
try pausing next time, see if you can skip some ads, man.
I mean, I didn't really mind. Like the ads give me time to do shit. I look at the same thing as football too. Like, dude, I'd rather have the ads because I can go smoke a cigarette, go make some food, go do whatever. It doesn't really matter, Like those ads are giving me time to like associate, like grab a drink, do whatever, So with
Fair
that
enough.
being said, the John Cena thing. So he comes out, he's talking about how he is tied with Ric Flair, the Nature Boy. He's tied with him for the most world championships. And he starts talking about how he's like, I don't know if I'm gonna get another world championship, to be honest. Like, think about it. The last time that I won a match was 2,000 some days ago. That streak is a long
2019 or 2018 or something like that. It's crazy.
Yeah. So I mean, he's also 48 or something like that. I believe he's 48.
He'll be 48 this year. He was born the same year as me.
Yeah, he's 48, and he's like, at 27, I could tell you what my best was. At 35, I could tell you what my best was. He's like, I don't know what I'm actually capable of doing right now. Like age is a thing, and I mean, we'll talk about that more later with CM Punk. But John Cena is one of those characters. I think that no matter what, you have to have a certain amount of respect for him, just for the simple fact of, the longevity of it, and also too the fact that he wasn't always liked. You know what I mean? There are still people that fucking dislike him. I'm not really a fan of John Cena, to be honest. Like, I don't really care for him, but like the fact of the matter is he was the top guy for
20 years almost.
Yeah,
almost 20 long damn time. He had his own era, the John Cena era, dude.
Dude. I mean, ruthless aggression. I mean,
he was the modern day Hogan.
Mm-hmm.
He was the guy selling the merch and all the toys, and he was the superhero that all the little kids fucking cheered for. Like, I pick on my youngest is 16 now, and I pick on him all the time because there was a ladder match to unify the titles. Him and Orton, go figure.
Yeah.
And Orton kind of screwed him over. Like, I held my 5-year-old son at the time, and he cried his fucking eyes out because John Cena lost.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
he was that guy for the kids. He absolutely was.
So with that being said, John Cena does bring up the fact that at the end he's like, well, I don't know if I'm going to win the Royal Rumble. Wait a minute. Do you guys want me to win the Royal Rumble?
I told you he's my pick.
That's your pick?
That's your pick. Interesting.
That is. I don't know. I don't know about that. I think it's John Cena. Rumble. It's his final Rumble.
Stone Cold. They're gonna let him tie Stone Cold to get his third Rumble win. Then he's probably gonna go fight Gunther, and anything could happen at Mania. I mean, they could just throw the strap on him one more time just to beat Flair's record. And I guarantee you, the Nate will be in the fucking building. He might even be the referee.
Oh man, I don't know. I mean, do you think, like, a total side note here, do you think that the Nature Boy is going to be pissed off about John Cena winning that 17th title?
Well, I don't actually have to think about it. There's no need to pontificate because I've heard him do an interview and he thinks Cena should. He's like, records are made to be broken.
Fair enough. All right.
And he's going to be at Royal Rumble as well because he's going to be watching Charlotte Flair win the women's Royal Rumble.
You're correct on that. She's my pick for the women's Rumble. I know she hasn't made a return yet, but that's a surprise return in the Rumble. She's going to win the damn thing.
Yep.
I think Becky Lynch comes out number 1. Charlotte comes out somewhere in the middle. Alexa Bliss is number 30, but Charlotte wins the Rumble.
Bro, if you look at it, Charlotte and Tiffany Stratton can have some badass matches. They're both athletic as fuck.
I think. All right. So we got Cena we went through the Cena thing, and as George thanking the whole WWE universe for being behind him. And then we get to the goddamn hottest match I've ever watched on TV in my fucking life.
Oh, your future ex-wife.
My future ex-wife, and like I swear to God, not the other girl. I don't really. I'd be afraid to talk to her, let alone do anything with her. But Liv Morgan, I love you. But yeah, Liv and Rhea, dude, what a fucking match, though.
Yeah, it was banging.
I mean, dude, I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? I had all the amenities for that one. That was a good match, man. That was a fantastic match. 10 out of fucking 10. I was happy with. I honestly thought Liv was gonna win, to be honest. Like not in like a fair way. I honestly thought that they kind of did the same thing with the CM Punk and the Seth Rollins fight, where Liv hit all the moves on Rhea. You know what I mean? All the moves that have won her in the past, like hit her with the chair, hit her with the Three Amigos, you know, did the fucking, which I was like, you know, and happy fucking Boyland. I fucking love Liv Morgan. God, I love you. Gianna, Daddy-O, I love you. Just marry me, okay? I will do whatever. You could have my soul. Anyway, but
she's only Rhea, like 2 years younger than you.
She's actually, she's only a year younger than me.
That's say you're right around your age. I didn't.
Hey man, I got to shoot
you
that
fucked
shot.
up. She was in your town 2 weeks ago, and you played Hogwarts Legacy.
Listen here, if they just did an interview, I know where her farm's at in Florida. Believe you me, I'll find a way. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't know where it is. I just know it's in Florida. I have no idea where the fuck it is. But Google Maps is a motherfucker. I'm just saying. Anyway, so we got through that. They also did the announce table thing, and the table's not gonna fucking break.
No,
the table doesn't break. Dude, I feel like that table not breaking is going to turn into a game throughout the wrestlers to see who can actually break that fucking table.
Dude,
I'm here for it. I'm fucking here for it.
Ron Breaker's going to break that fucking table.
He's going to spear somebody through it.
Yep.
So, and also, too, Pat don't speak no bitch, okay?
No, I love that. When he said Pat don't speak bitch to fucking Dominique, dude.
My favorite Pat McAfee thing that happened the entire night is whenever fucking Travis Scott came down, and he looks at Travis Scott and he's like, "Hey man, you still got any of that sage?" You should give, I guess not. Damn. All right. Well, son of a bitch.
That was one of the parts where my age started to show, because that dude came out and I'm like, "Who the fuck is this?"
Yeah, that's yeah. Yeah, he
everybody's like, "Oh my god, it's Travis Scott." I'm like, "Who?
Who the fuck is Travis Scott?"
Who the fuck are you? Like, did you just sign from fucking like AEW or something? Like, who the fuck are you?
No, he's actually married to one of the Kardashian sisters. He also had this thing happen. He had this thing happen a couple years ago where he had a festival and a bunch of people like died.
Oh yeah, that's bad shit, dude.
Yeah, I forget what the fuck the name of that thing was, but it was real bad.
It was his festival, like.
Yeah, he was like the head guy of it,
and that's enough to make him famous.
Oh yeah, he's a shit rapper, and
yeah, he's not very good at rapping, and he's also just a fucking. I don't really care for him. He came around whenever the SoundCloud rapper thing was big, you know. Anyway, we get back to it. We have Rhea winning the fucking championship. Wins it.
Surprised me, actually.
It surprised me as well. It surprised me as well.
I thought they would drag it out till WrestleMania.
Same. Or at least the Royal Rumble. At least the Royal Rumble. I feel like at the Royal Rumble, though, we're going to get Liv's rematch.
Now that could make perfect sense that she shenanigans and malarkey ensue at the Rumble, and she regains that title, so they can have the rubber match at Mania.
That would make sense. They could do that. They could do that.
No, you know, they like to play hot potato with these titles sometimes.
And also, too, we got Dirty Dom getting kicked in the fucking nuts and dropped by Rhea fucking Ripley. Riptide like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then Rhea walks up the entranceway with her title, and then suddenly we hear boom, boom. And then we got the American badass Undertaker coming out on a fucking Harley, rides around the ring, goes up to Rhea and says, "Hey, you want to do the arm thing with me?" And she goes, "Hell yeah!" And they go,
dude.
You know?
I read multiple complaints about that today. The one I sent you on Facebook.
So here's the complaints that were going on. That the real reason why people are complaining. I think that was fucking awesome.
I thought it was awesome.
That was fucking awesome, dude. All right, the Undertaker and like the Judgment Day thing. I know they're not Judgment Day, but like I don't give a fuck. Bria and fucking Damien were the Judgment Day. Finn was just there, you know. Anyway, like Rhea getting that reassurance from the Undertaker, like fuck yeah, that's badass, dude. You know what I mean? Like that's like a tip of the cap. Like moving on to another. Exactly. It was beautiful. It was beautifully put. It was beautifully done. But the thing that people are bitching about is that the man was supposed to come out instead of the Undertaker.
Oh yeah,
Becky Lynch.
There's a problem with that though. It's
What?
been widely not speculated, but it's been said flat out that she's coming out as a new character. She is not coming out as the man when she returns.
Really?
Yep. She doesn't. She wants to move on. She wants to evolve, which I can understand. I mean, look at her husband. He was in the Shield. Then he was the fucking Monday Night Messiah. Yeah. Now he's the freaking Drip God. You know, like he has so many different personas and so many things. He keeps evolving and trying to better himself moving forward. I think Seth Rollins is the best thing in the sport, period.
He's up there.
I agree. Also,
people talk all they want about people in other promotions. If you're that good, you should be in the top company, not fucking off with, you know, the Jacksonville Jaguars owner's kid down in Florida.
Yeah, that's fair. So another fun thing that happened right after that, though. So we had Chad Gable talking, whatever. Which, by the way, Adam Pearce, you need to learn how to hold the microphone because I couldn't fucking hear you when you were talking backstage at all. Like,
I know the feeling. You see me at karaoke where I walk up to people, I grab the mic and point it at their fucking mouth. Don't hold it like an ice cream cone. It doesn't work that way.
Hold your hand over the mic.
You can't hold the microphone like this. You got to point that bitch at your mouth. That's how they work.
Well, anyway, though, right before Chad Gable went up, I saw Bayley talking to Adam Pearce. I think that we're going to see Bayley be moving to Monday Night Raw.
I actually think it's going to be a little different. I don't think we're going to have brand-specific superstars anymore. I think they're going to open it up a little bit more.
Move them back and forth on shows when they need to be moved back and forth.
When it benefits whatever story, just go with it, you know? And that way you also can have your big SmackDown guys like Cody and Roman could actually be on Raw every week, so we get more eyes on the product there, because those are two of the biggest stars in the company right now, if not the two biggest.
That is fair.
Hey, is Chad Gable, is he going to fight Penta?
I believe so. I think that because he was. It was one.
He's got to fight a Lucha.
Yeah,
I don't know who it is yet.
Yeah,
all I'm saying with Penta, if they put him in the LWO, I'm going to be mad as fuck.
I bet they fucking will, dude, because they do that with they always fucking fuck up with talent coming in or even bringing them up from NXT. It's like, you know, let them fucking shine on their own. But no, they're going to put him in LWO.
I'm kind of against them signing anybody at this point. Just there's so much talent there. What the hell are you going to do with these new people? They're just going to fade into the freaking mid.
It's not even getting utilized. I mean,
dude. I mean, look at that fucking. What the fuck is their names? They fought. What the hell is her name? There was this big black girl. I forget what her name is, but she had a tag partner. I don't know if they're from NXT, but they came on.
Lash Legend.
Yeah, that chick is a badass, dude. She needs to be doing some shit. So, After this, we get the Travis Scott smoking a joint with Jey Uso yeeting every fucking where. All right. Which yeet. All right. I love anytime that I love anytime that Jey Uso wins, but we had Drew McIntyre, Jey Uso. Honestly, I feel like this was the weakest fight of the entire card, to be honest.
Weakest finish, too.
Weakest roll up, man. Sneaky little
it's the most devastating move in all of professional wrestling, the surprise roll up.
Yeah, I not much needs to be said other than Drew, we get it. You want to claymore people. You want to hurt the bloodline. Like, we get it. I understand it. Like, boo
but
fucking
I like
who.
that they're not just forgetting stuff like that. They used to like, oh, well, this guy changed from a babyface to a heel. So now the heel group that fucked him over, his buddies, like, he's not doing that at all. And I dig that because I'm sorry, if somebody screwed me out of a title in my hometown, I'm not forgetting that anytime soon.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, yeah, that is fair.
I'm actually here for that. I am. I mean, and Drew is a freaking monster. That is
Drew is a monster.
Like, I'm a big dude. I'm way smaller than him. Like, that's
I mean, Drew is probably my least favorite wrestler of all of it right now. Like, of any talent that's in the WWE. Like, I fucking hate Drew. He's horrible on the fucking mic. The only saving grace he has is he is an absolute fucking menace on social media, which is fucking god tier.
He tweeted out bored at work in the middle of a fucking WrestleMania title match. That was priceless.
Yeah, dude.
Fantastic. I love that.
But Reverend, fuck what you said just a minute ago. That's a problem that I have with Roman Reigns coming back and Jay and Jimmy and everyone going back, and it was like, y'all remember fuckers not remember what this asshole did to y'all for fucking over a year and a half?
Yep.
And now you're just his buddy again.
So it's okay. All is forgiven because he's a good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, what do you think we're gonna get out of this new Roman Empire? You know what I mean? Like, what are our expectations? Do you think that he's coming for gold? Do you think that he's just going to focus on making others better? Do you think that we're going to see Roman try to go for another championship? Like, what do you foresee this happening with the bloodline?
No, it's quite simple. I see him. I do see him trying to get the title back because in his mind he thinks that's his title.
Yeah,
like it's not the WWE title. That's Roman Reigns' title. So if they do that, the only way they can actually make it work, I think, is to turn the whole group heel again. Just send them right back down the fucking slope to hell.
I think I don't even know, dude. Because honestly, I'm glad that Roman won. You know what I mean? Like, fuck yeah, I'm happy he fucking got his goddamn Ula Fala, you know,
Chili pepper necklace.
Yeah, the fucking give it away now. You know, like
it does look like a Red Hot Chili Peppers necklace. It really does.
Yeah, I mean, look, we get it. You like Sex, Sugar, Blood, Magic. Like, we understand. All right, bro. Like,
which is the only good album they ever made.
Yes.
You know, but let's not talk about music because I can talk about how much I hate that band.
Anyway, so
California.
No, stay in California and shut the fuck up.
So Jay wins. Then we get a really cool Gunther promo. That was fucking. It was different, but it was sick, and I hope that we get more promos like that. You know what I mean? Where it's not like, don't get me wrong, the in-ring promos are always going to be king. You know what I mean? Anytime you get shit talking between two people, it's always great. But
Punk and Rollins last week on Raw was a phenomenal promo.
Oh, yeah, dude. It was. Oh, that was fucking amazing. Yeah. All fucking unfucking scripted too. Like, hell yeah. But that Gunther promo, it kind of, I feel like after he won his last match, he won. He was like, all right, I fucking feel better about myself again, you know? Because he kind of had that moment in time after he lost to Cody where it was like, oh shit, dude, like,
he was
shook. I don't know. He was shook. Yeah, because Cody, oh my God, it's Cody Rhodes. Whoa! All right, like Cody Rhodes fucking, you know what's funny too? Is Cody Rhodes has won the same amount of matches as Seth Rollins did last year.
Really?
Let that fucking sink in for a minute.
Uh-huh.
The most wins. Seth is the shit. I think he's the fucking man. So then we get New Day and Fluffy. I
kind of tuned out. I was so distracted by Kofi Kingston not having a mustache.
Dude,
I couldn't pay attention.
I do that. That's when I shave my mustache off and I keep my shit, but I'm a weirdo. Kofi, that freaked me out seeing him like that.
It didn't look right, man. It was like, what are you doing? Stop it. Stop it. Too much face.
Go back to be. You're not Jamaican, sir. All right, you need to calm down.
That was my favorite moment of Raw all time. Period. When he forgot to use his accent, and Triple H straight called him on it. Best shit ever. That was my favorite moment in history.
I forget that he used to be so hardcore, like Jamaican. It's been so long.
So we got that, and then we also had January 27th, a day that we should all be fucking looking forward to. I think that's the day that we're actually going to get a WWE 2K25 trailer.
Yeah, we'll get a trailer. They put out a picture of it with Bailey earlier.
They put out Bailey. They put out Liv. They put out. They put out. Bailey. Yeah, they put out Damian Priest with a Terror Twins like whole setup, and they put out a Roman. Now, for the cover, do you think it's going to be Roman? Do you think it's going to be CM Punk, or do you think it's going to be both of them with Paul Heyman on the front?
I don't know. Covers. I think Liv Morgan's going to hit the cover this year. But I don't think we need a new game right now. I don't. I think what they need to do, since we're getting such a shift in wrestling right now, they need to build a nice update to 2K24 to modernize everybody, new skins, new clothes, new attributes, even a new ring skin, and then build a new game. Because all we're going to get is the same bullshit we've been getting from years from these guys. And we're going to get a fucking game that is obsolete in 6 months. And you pumped all this time into it. And nothing's anymore.
I guarantee you, fucking when that game comes out, there's already going to be shit that's like fucked up about it. You know?
Oh, there will. Like, it's just,
it's the way. I wish that there was a way where WWE you could like upload the roster kind of shit. You know what I mean? Where it was like an update, which maybe they will be able to do that because I know that this next game is only going to be for the newer consoles. So for like PS5, your Xbox, whatever the fuck they're on. Yeah.
Looks like a little refrigerator. It's weird.
Yeah.
Mine's right here. It does look like a little refrigerator.
Yep. I still have an Xbox One, so I don't know.
I have the PS4. I've been rocking it since the day it came out, man. I have the same PS4 that I've had the entire time. It hasn't died, and I'm knocking on wood.
Strong machine.
Fuck yeah, it is. Fuck yeah, it is. Well, back to fucking Hogan. Fuck Hogan. I felt bad for
Hogan.
I fucking felt bad though for Jimmy Hart. I like Jimmy Hart. He did nothing wrong.
No, Jimmy Hart's fun.
Jimmy Hart. Yeah, you can't. I mean, dude, the Hart Foundation. I love Jimmy Hart, dude. Jimmy Hart's a fucking. He's the man. Fucking Hogan came out and like. Dude, I want to know what their like expectation was when they sent him out. Were they expecting everybody to be like, yeah, like
he's like a plug for his shitty fucking beer. I mean, that's all it was.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, none of us wanted to fucking hear that shit. Like, we don't care about your real American beer, you motherfucker.
No, get your real American ass the fuck off my television.
I mean. It was definitely he got booed
in every era of wrestling, there has always been a Mr. Get the fuck off my television. Currently, it's a woman, Nia Jax. Every time she walks out, I'm like,
oh yeah, dude. I am so fucking happy that Tiffany Stratton took that fucking belt finally.
Yes.
I feel like though, what's gonna end up happening?
Instant face turn.
Yep.
Everybody fucking went nuts in the crowd.
Yep.
Instant face turn.
Yeah,
and she's going to be over like Rover, man, because she's stereotypically hot, I guess is the way to put it. Definitely not my type. She's way too fucking print.
All I'm saying is my happiest time in the entire fucking time of WWE was when Liv Morgan and Tiffany Stratton were both champions. It only lasted for like 3 days, but it was a great time for me, okay? It's like the 2 hottest women that have ever walked the face of the fucking planet were the champions of the WWE. I was fine with it. I was fine with it.
I gotta disagree with that statement.
But for me, that's what it was,
There's
all right?
definitely been hotter women that have.
Tiffany's
I understand Liv Morgan is like she's solid gold to you.
Tiffany looks strong.
She's very athletic. I mean,
yeah. She looks strong. She can get the shit done. She'll fly off a fucking big ass cage. She don't give a shit. I respect her.
She's a fucking gymnast, dude. She's a gymnast that turned into a wrestler. She was like, oh, well, guess what? I guess I'm not going to the Olympics. Fuck it. I'll learn how to wrestle. And in 3 years of her being in the WWE from NXT to now, she went from an NXT champion to fucking the world women's champion. Like, fuck yeah, dude. That's badass. All right. It's time to unload. We're at the main event now, dude. We have Seth freaking Rollins versus CM Punk. Now, whoa! Burn it down! Unfortunately, CM Punk burned him the fuck down. But I will say this. Seth, dude was fucking murdering CM Punk. Honestly,
they beat the shit out of each other. Like
they did. That was a brutal ass fucking match.
I'm pretty sure Punk hit him with a straight right in the jaw at one point when they're outside the ring.
Yeah,
I was like, dude, he really just punched his fucking mouth.
I liked the fact that Seth Rollins went up to the ref and he's like, "You keep this shit going. Like, I don't give a fuck, dude. Keep it going." You know, and I'm. It was such a good match. You know what I mean? I don't think that we've seen the end of the Seth Rollins versus CM Punk battle, if you will.
No,
you know what I mean?
Rollins gonna come right back for that shit, dude.
I feel like I might be wrong about this. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Royal Rumble match between the two. You know, it's basically the next CM Punk and Drew McIntyre thing that's going to happen. With
I
Seth
think they're
Rollins.
both going to be in the Rumble.
I think they're both going to be in the Rumble as well.
They'll probably have a moment.
They'll probably knock each other out of the Rumble.
They might come out 1-2.
I've seen that so many times. You know, knock each other out of the Rumble. They're already pissed off at each other.
They keep fighting the whole way out.
Yep.
I feel like what the last two at the Royal Rumble is going to be John Cena and CM Punk. I feel like that's going to be the last two at the Rumble.
It's going to be John Cena and Braun Breaker.
I'm feeling Braun Breaker on that one too. Yeah,
and Braun Breaker's going to be at the end, dude. I think he was my pick to win it.
I'm telling you, man, the man.
But the thing is that
John Cena.
Who's the Intercontinental Champion right now? Fucking Braun Breaker. Right.
I see champs almost always in the Rumble.
Why?
Because it's a shot at getting the big belt.
That's fair. That's
you know,
fair.
you're like the mid-card guy. You want to be the guy.
That's fair. That's fair.
And I'm so behind him because I want him to
shove down our fucking throat this year.
Who?
John Cena. We're gonna get him shoved down our fucking throat.
Yeah. We're gonna get John Cena shoved down our throats for a long time.
If I'm wrong and he doesn't win the Rumble, I could very easily see them like, okay, well, he lost the Rumble. Well, he's in the Elimination Chamber. Oh shit, he lost that too. Oh, they gave him Money in the Bank. Like all these, there's so many possibilities. They can make this an uphill struggle that maybe his final fight is where he finally wins that 17th title.
And then he does what Bret Hart wishes he could have done and relinquishes it at the day after.
like when Vince McMahon was still in charge, if he was still running the show right now, I could sit here and lay out the entire year for you, and I would only be wrong about one or two things. Now that
I got real good at that back in the day.
He's changed a lot about it. Like I'll sit here and watch pay-per-views with Single T, and he's just baffled because as soon as the match starts, I tell him how it's going to end, and then the match ends, and I'm almost right every fucking time. And he's like, how do you do that? I'm like, I've been watching this shit for 45 years. What do you think? I know the patterns, but now that Triple H is there and he's the guy, it's been a lot different. It's really wild, and I like it. I like not knowing what the hell's going to happen when I sit down.
Well, I mean, Triple H is actually leaving.
Yeah, but he'll still be running shit. He will. He's got his peoples.
Yeah, but the thing is that we were actually just talking about this on like our last pod was Triple H and Shawn Michaels are both leaving. Like they are both. I think with Triple H, it's more of the Vince trials. And I feel like with Shawn Michaels, I'm not 100% sure what's going on with that. They're moving up, I believe, one of the Dudley brothers to take over his spot.
Devon.
Yeah. Devon's taking over for that. And then the dude that's tight with The Rock and The Rock are basically taking Triple H's job.
Which works it will work as long as The Rock doesn't get in the ring.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you're in charge, stay the fuck out of the ring.
Yeah.
Because then anything you do, people go, oh, well, you just booked yourself to win. Where's the fun in that?
What is Cena's plans when he retires from ring? Because he keeps saying you'll see me in a suit. What he's going to be working backstage?
He's going to host more game shows and do more fucking bad movies that nobody wants to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was talking about winning an Emmy last night, and he's like, you can tell from my acting, that's never going to happen.
Or an Oscar. Winning an Oscar is what that was funny as hell.
Yeah, I was like, well, at least he admits it, you know? Also, too, fucking one of the interviewers, they were like asking him a question. He's like, you can see me. I know you can. Like, I think I am honestly really happy that John Cena is back for this last season, if you will. I think that realistically, he is a really like positive type of person in this situation, you know, like, you know what I mean? And I what I mean by that is like, he's somebody I could listen to do an interview all fucking day, you know, and he's just going to spew good shit into the world. You know, it's not like presence. He does have that presence, and he has that down to a T. Do you think that Randy Orton will come back for the Royal Rumble?
For the Rumble, no. I do think that him and Cena are going to have one more match at some point this year.
Oh, hell yeah.
That was a really storied rivalry throughout the aughts and the early teens.
Yeah.
These two guys I mean, they wrestled so often you get sick of it. It's like, I think they've had 3 Hell in a Cell matches against each other.
Yeah,
and that's ridiculous when you think we've only had 28 Hell in a Cell matches like in history.
Yeah, 3 of them are fucking John Cena and Randy Orton. But I mean, I really want. Who do you think John Cena's last match is actually going to be?
Honestly, Orton is a good one.
Orton's a good one. Punk's a good one.
Oh, we'll definitely see Punk and Cena at some point this year.
Do you think we'll see?
As much as I love Austin Theory, I want to see John Cena beat the shit out of Austin Theory for that shitty match they had a few years ago.
That Mania match was ass.
Dude, that was terrible.
Yeah, that was a terrible match.
I kind of want fucking Cody versus John Cena.
Ugh.
But
I don't like Cody enough to even watch that match.
I mean, I just want to see Cody lose. I want Cody to turn fucking heel already. Like, I'm tired of him being a babyface.
Won't happen.
It will. It will.
He's too over as a babyface.
Be it as it may, right now.
He's had the title for almost a year and nobody's sick of him yet. That says a lot.
Except me. and also, the majority of the people that like I've seen posted about Cody are like, dude, how many? He's gone what, like 2-3 fucking premium live events without a championship fucking battle.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, you got to put that strap up, man. You got to defend that damn thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I want Kevin Owens to fucking win that match.
Yeah, I do too, dude.
Like, I'm fucking sick of seeing Cody. Like,
keep rocking the winged eagle.
It would be cool if they actually made that the undisputed championship belt. That would be fucking cool. I'd be fine.
Yeah,
with
excepting for the fact that you just got your title.
Well, look, dude. You know what?
I got a defunct title. Where is it? Here we go. I can point at it right there.
Oh yeah.
I got the old undisputed right here.
Yeah,
that's the OG undisputed title.
That's what I'm saying, man. Look, I think that it would be cool if they brought it back so that way I could buy that belt and hold it and have it and be like, look at me. I'm like Bret Hart now. Fuck you guys. You know?
No, you're a better talker. You're a way better talker than Bret Hart.
Oh, dude, Bret couldn't talk for shit, man.
Bret, he was like, I had Jimmy I had both the Jimmys helping me out whenever there was the Hart Foundation, and then they left and I was fucked.
Yeah.
Dude, no.
Oh yeah, the Anvil could talk. The Anvil is great at talking.
Yeah,
and Jimmy Hart, obviously, the mouth of the South. He's one of the best talkers we've ever seen. It's just when I was young and like he was real big as a manager. Every time he came on TV, I wanted to change the channel because he's so fucking loud.
Yeah,
you can be a manager without screaming in people's faces. You really can. Like Paul Heyman, he doesn't holler.
Paul Heyman, who do you think? All right.
Both managers, Heyman, if that's where you're going. But no. Brain fart. Your question: who should retire Cena? Who should be his last match? Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker would be a good one.
He just spears Cena into retirement.
Yep,
and probably wins the world title.
Cena's not going to lose his last match. They're not going to do Cena like that.
No, ideally, you look at history. Wrestlers, when they know it's their retirement match, they always go out looking at the lights. Always.
Ric Flair, they do. Shawn Michaels.
Flair, Michaels, Austin. Like, did they all, their last match? Well, I mean, Austin, unless they do one of them little comeback nostalgia matches like Austin did against
Kevin Owens.
Yeah, that was a good match, though, by the way.
That was a good match.
But as far as his final retirement match at WrestleMania 19, he went out looking at the lights.
Yep.
Like Jericho's come out and on many a podcast and interview and said like that's the way it should be. You go out, you're looking at the lights, so you're giving that rub to whoever beat you. I sent them into retirement. Kurt Angle went out looking at the lights. So,
who do you lose to?
I don't want to say it out loud. Baron Corbin.
Oh God.
Oh God.
That was the worst moment of WrestleMania 35. The worst moment. Other than the fact that it was 3 days long.
I remember when they gave Baron Corbin that weird push they were giving him, and I was like, God, this guy sucks.
They gave him several weird pushes.
They did give him several, but
here's the Money in the Bank contract, but you lose to fucking Jinder Mahal.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna cut his hair off and make him a bum, and he has no money. Oh wait, he hit the lottery. Now he's rich. Now he's king of the ring, and no matter what they did with this dude, no one cares.
No.
Yeah, and that's the worst thing you can have as a wrestler is the fans not care. It's much better to be uber hated than it is for people to be.
You'd rather get some heat than some fucking nothing at all, man.
Something. You need people to hate certain people, so then the people they love have a reason to fight. Like there's some conflict there. There's some actual
right.
I can't think of the right word, but you know what the fuck I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. All right, so here's a question for you. Who is your Mount Rushmore of wrestlers?
Triple H, Sting, Seth Rollins, Charlotte Flair.
That's good. That's a good.
You didn't mention gender. So if you ask me who the 4 best wrestlers I've ever seen in my life, that's my answer.
Fair enough.
And I've been watching a long time.
I mean, mine is.
Oh, I bet I know 3 of them.
Who do you think?
Macho Man, Roddy Piper, Bret Hart, and you probably put Seth on there. That would be my guess for yours.
Macho. You gotta put. I gotta put. Macho, Bret Hart, Ultimate Warrior, brother. Ultimate.
Do you watch wrestling?
I do, but I love the Ultimate Warrior.
He's in mine too, bro.
I love him.
I know he was horrible.
Not just the promos here, or what? Like,
I know he was fucking horrible.
in ring, he was terrible. The guy fucking ran full speed to the ring. He was blown up by the time he got to the damn thing.
Oh, that's why I fucking love. He was a maniac, dude.
Yeah, dude. That's why I love him. And then,
don't get me wrong, I loved him as a kid. I absolutely did. Like him talking about the rivers of Babylon will flow with the blood of the innocent and shit. Like he had
space
weird
fuel
promos,
and the rocket and the fucking on the grassy knoll. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I was 100% convinced that steroids turned your nipples bright white. 100%.
Oh no! I like crazy wrestlers. I like Macho Man, of course.
I loved Macho. I did. I loved Macho.
Macho is probably
Snake was great back then. Ricky Steamboat.
Ricky Steamboat. I think that Ricky Steamboat. I honestly,
he was better in the NWA. Steamboat was better in the NWA. Period.
The fourth one's always hard for me because it's like I want to put Ric Flair there because I have a tremendous amount of respect for Flair.
As do I.
At the same time, though, I also love the Undertaker.
Yeah, but Undertaker is the best character in the history of.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, though. Like Flair though,
was a bumping machine. I mean, what did he really think about it? He had a figure four, a punch, a chop, and woo! You know, like in style and profile. He really wasn't that good of a wrestler. He could bump his ass off.
But what I'll say is, man, he was the opposite of Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan was selling you vitamins and milk, and fucking Flair was selling you sex, drugs, and rock and fucking roll, dude.
Booze and bitches. That absolutely.
Yeah, dude. I was watching this thing last night about Ric Flair, and they were talking about how he was like, dude. They asked him, they were like, how many women have you slept with? Like seriously, and he was like,
no.
He's like 10,000. Like. At that moment in time, I was like, this guy is my fucking hero. Like, you know, dude. Like, yes. And then they had Jim Ross come on it, and he was like, we were at a bar somewhere in Wichita or something like that, and he goes up to the one bartender that's at this bar and says, give me 143 kamikazes. And he just starts passing them out. Next thing you know, he's hanging out with the ladies, dancing on the bar, having a good old time. And, you know, fucking Ric Flair he is the true wrestler. Not wrestler. There's a difference. There's a difference, all right? A wrestler is like
what they
Kurt
do.
Angle. It's like Kurt Angle or Bret Hart, somebody that's like a technician in the fucking ring, you know? A wrestler is somebody that could sell you water to a speedboat. You know what I mean? Because it gives you the best promos that you could possibly ask for. You know?
Yeah. Oh no, Hogan was a good promo. I'll give him that. He was always he could do. Well, let me tell you something, Mean Gene. Like when he went into that shit, man. Like every fucking 8-year-old in the '80s was like, "It's my hero," except me. And
you were like, "Fuck you." You were like. I hope Roddy hits you in the nuts, you piece of shit.
No, I had people ask me all the time why I hated Hulk Hogan, and it's very simple. I'm a big Rocky Balboa fan, and the very first time I ever saw Hulk Hogan was actually not in Rocky 3. He was wrestling in the AWA as Sterling Golden, I believe his name was, and he got his teeth kicked in. He was jobbing out almost every week to beautiful Bobby Heenan.
That's fucking awesome.
There's a reason Bobby Heenan didn't like Hogan, at least on TV. I don't know if they got along outside or what, but that has nothing to do with whatever.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about all that shit. Nobody had smartphones back in the 70s. We barely
That's kayfabe. Kayfabe, brother.
Yeah, on that kayfabe. Yeah, he never liked Hogan. So when Hogan came in Rocky 3, I'm like, this guy? Are you kidding me? And then because of the success of that movie, Vince McMahon was pretty fucking good at his job for a while. Before he became a delusional old man and started, raping bitches. But
yeah.
Allegedly.
Pooping on them.
Let's not get ourselves canceled.
And selling them.
Yeah.
You know.
But when he saw the popularity of, Rocky 3 was a huge hit. Well, he's in this movie. Let me put him as the face of my company because then all of those eyes will get turned towards my product. Like when I started watching, it was the territory era. I just lived in New York, so WWE was my territory.
Do you think that let me ask you this: do you think that WWF was better than WCW, or do you think that WCW was better than WWF?
I think they both had their merits.
Yeah, they both had their days.
Like if you're talking like mid '90s before the Monday Night War, I think WCW had a better product.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
Very much so, because Vince was still stuck on this whole cartoony. Every gimmick is a job. You know, you have the garbage man and you got a repo man, and it was stupid.
Yeah,
like
fair.
Shawn Michaels did everything
Beyond the Mat
company, and he just couldn't.
Yeah. I mean, I think that
Bone Crusher, you falling asleep?
No, I was thinking Beyond the Mat. Y'all were talking about all the different characters, and I started thinking about Vince McMahon on Beyond the Mat with I can't remember his name. The dude's dead, but he's like, he's gonna puke. He's gonna puke.
Darren Drozdov.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, man, fuck. Do you think that? Let me ask you this: who do you actually think is better, Shawn Michaels or Bret Hart?
Shawn Michaels. Did you say Jeff Hardy?
Yeah, he did.
You watch wrestling? That wasn't an option.
That wasn't an option. Jeff Hardy.
No,
he did drugs. He did drugs and got kicked out of the WWE.
They all did, but
like in ring, I'd say it's a push. As far as their in-ring talent, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, both phenomenal talents. I would call that a dead heat right down the middle. But then you go to the promo work and, just the overall charisma. I got to give the nod to HBK. Mm-hmm. Definitely.
That's fair. HBK or Triple H?
Oh, it's a tough one for me because Triple H is like the GOAT to me. He's my favorite.
When he was in his fucking prime, and when the game kind of became the game, and him and Stone Cold, and all them had those fucking epic rivalries.
I gotta go Triple H.
Triple H was the shit.
Although I do think, I'm not the only person to think this, that Shawn Michaels' second run in WWE, once he came back from the back, was actually better than his first one. Like his matches were better.
Oh, yeah.
Promos were better. Like, you get more invested in it. That rivalry between Triple H and Shawn Michaels lasted, 2.5 years or something like that?
Dude.
And every match, like, you could call all those matches a sausage because they were a fucking banger.
Yep.
All of
them.
Mm-hmm. Like, their Hell in a Cell match, people are like, oh, yeah, they kind of laid around for the last 10 minutes. They were in there for almost an hour.
They were dead.
Yeah.
They were dead.
Like they showed up on freaking Raw the next night. Looked like they were in a fucking straight up car crash. They were beat the hell.
Oh man!
Look, Justin, we're running over an hour here, man.
All right. Well. Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this has been J&J Podcast with the Reverend Funk. Oh yeah, we'll see you fucking this weekend. We love you.
Reverend Funk, you gotta come back to more of these.
Yeah, man.
Oh, believe me, I will. This is what I've been waiting for: is Raw to go to Netflix so I can actually watch it, because I don't have cable. I just have the internet.
Gotcha.
So I haven't really been able to watch the shows, but I do got Peacock, so I can watch all the PLEs.
Yeah, gotcha.
I actually host them at Steps West End Tavern in Tarentum, Pennsylvania, for anybody who wants to come watch a PLE with the one and only Reverend Funk.
Well, the nice thing is too is that we're supposedly doing a live podcast from Steps for Wrestle fucking Mania. Let's fucking go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Macho Man, Justin Vioral. This is Justin Crush Your Bones and the Reverend Funk. This has been J&J Podcast. Have yourselves a beautiful fucking day. Get yourselves out there. I'm trying to hit the fucking goddamn end record button, and I can't fucking do it. But I love you all. See you later. Have a good night.